Going on? You're watching ProgressivePulse.com. Steve Rodriguez in New York City at the New York Times Travel Show with Ed Salvato, a friend of mine and the editor-in-chief of ManAboutWorld. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am great and excited to be here at the New York Times Travel Show. We have to talk about so much about travel, but first of all, I got to see ManAboutWorld. It's beautiful. It's the first gay digital downloadable magazine. How did you come up with this?
Well, it was sort of an evolution. I was editor-in-chief of a major travel magazine called Out Traveler, along with its website and sister websites like Advocate.com's Travel and Out.com's Travel. It was great. That job went away as the economy crashed, and then my business partner and I were talking about different opportunities, and we really thought, does the world need another gay travel website? And I think the answer is no. And then kind of scratching our heads, and we thought, well, there's this whole new platform, the iPad. And how many times in life does a new platform happen, right? So the iPad came about, the tablet, and we decided to launch a magazine for the tablet. So we were the first digital gay travel magazine for the tablet, for the iPad specifically. And there are others, and they're very good, but we're not a replica of a print publication, so we have a sort of advantage because we can take sort of really good, smart advantage of the native tools available on that platform.
And it's beautiful. I looked through it, and what I like about it is it's savvy. It's for like the savvy traveler. How do you go about your content?
Sure. The content, we have 10 issues a year, and it's like a real magazine. We have really well-written articles. We have amazing high-res images. We even have video. So there's a lot of components to it. So there's a lot of content to be generated every single issue. That's almost once a month. We put together the equivalent of a 100-page magazine. What we've done again here on this platform is brought together experts from around the world who are local experts. They know their destination inside and out. So we export source our information. So we talk to them on the phone, we create the content, sometimes they'll write the content, and we also have a small budget, and we do send writers out to gather the information ourselves. But we have a very strong editing function to a certain extent, so our voice and tone and opinion is somewhat pretty homogenous, or at least recognizable throughout all the content in the magazine. We also have a blog, we have a digital presence as well, so we're generating a real lot of content. We couldn't do it without our partners.
I want to talk about trends, and one of the things, you had an article last December about 15 gay places to hit, which some of them I've been to recently. London, I was there in December, I agree. Palm Springs, I was there for Gay Pride, love it. DC, I was there last week. But I want to talk about a couple new spots that I was unaware of. Taipei, for example.
Sure.
What's hot about Taipei right now?
Sure. Well, thank you for reading it, first of all. And I feel like we're on the right track if you're going to the places that we're recommending. Well, Taipei, it's very interesting, actually, that you signaled that one out. But Taipei is probably the gay capital of Asia right now, and a lot of Americans probably haven't even heard about it. It's in Taiwan. It's the capital of Taiwan. It's a very sophisticated city, and they have a very out-gay presence. Very, very recently, alarmingly, the police have been a little bit unhappy with the gay community being so out, so there's been a little bit of pushback from the authorities, but we don't know if that's just a temporary glitch or some harbinger of oppression to come. But so you never know with the gay world and in these sort of developing nations. But Taipei is a very exciting place, and gay and lesbian people live rather openly, which is unusual for the Chinese society, which is typically very traditionally very kind of conservative socially. They don't really parade around like we do, so to speak, literally parade around. For each of these destinations, what we've tried to do is say why. Why go now? Taipei is really cool, and when to go specifically. So we have dates of very interesting events that our readers may find of interest. So if you read that publication, the December issue, you'll find 15 reasons to go to 15 different places, and you can parse them out over the year and have a good time.
Lima, Peru was another spot.
Yeah.
I want to put that on my destination. What's hot about Lima right now?
Yeah, I mean, Lima, the way we described it is Lima has emerged. It's become a place to go for gay travelers. Again, Peru, you think about as being somewhat traditional and conservative, and that's probably true for large parts of the country. But in the city of Lima, has a very open feeling. People are more receptive to diversity, especially sexual diversity, so to speak. And you'll find very interesting clubs, bars, and even some obviously gay friendly, but some gay specific hotels and cafes and restaurants. And what makes it interesting is what would have made New York interesting 20 years ago, or San Francisco or 30 years ago, when you had this emerging group kind of putting its fist up a little bit, putting its hand up and saying, we're here and we're happy with ourselves and we want to have a good time and we want people to come and know about us. So it's kind of exciting. It feels new in a way that we don't really feel like it when we're in New York and LA and some of the other bubbles, the gay bubbles. So there's a pulse to it. And it's also a very pretty city. It's on a cliff, overlooks the ocean. It's a very interesting place to go. On your way to Machu Picchu, probably.
There you go. Check the magazine out. It's called ManAboutWorld. You can download it on your iPad and other devices?
Yes, the iPad and Android tablet for now. And also we hope to introduce a version for the iPhone soon.
Very nice.
Yes. Stay tuned.
Nice. Thank you so much, Ed. Always a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, cool.